Ay, ay,
You got me?
yeah. MP,
What's going
great
on,
to
man?
finally meet you.
Pleasure's all.
We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy to win the...
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. Well, of course. So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. You're locked. Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you. I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned.
So if we're rewinding 60 years from 2023, that brings us to 1963. Which NBA team won the championship that year?
Was it the Hawks, the Lakers, the Celtics, or the Warriors? You should know your...
Now the starting lineup for the visiting New Orleans Pelicans. At guard, Josh Richardson. This is your starting five.
And we have...
Thank you, B.A. Well, tonight...
Okay, Allie, thank you. Well, the fans were a bit brutal when MP was selected, Grant.
You know, B.A. fans sometimes can get pretty emotional on draft night, but they took it to a whole nother...
Grant, everyone is excited for this season opening contest. That includes the fans, but even more so the players.
Well, there's nothing like a season opening contest. Yeah, both teams would love to kick things off with a big win, so expect to see them giving their all on the floor here tonight.
Richardson's got space. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Back to Dinwiddie. On the wing, MP. He buries it from three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Richardson. Back to McCollum. Williamson against Johnson. Williamson, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Embiid from outside. Rebounded by New Orleans. A minute 31 left to play in the first quarter. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Count it. Good. Here's McCollum. He has 7. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Back to Richardson. That shot missing. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
They won both games against this club last season. Would love to repeat that this time around.
That one falls.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, staying with it and looking to expand this margin. Hard-nosed takes like that will certainly help.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Nance. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Richardson against Embiid. And he drops it in from the low post. Embiid's got 5 now. 17 seconds left to play in the first. McCollum against Dinwiddie. From 9 feet out. Shots blocked. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back.
Your next U17.
And So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So the Pelicans 5 right now. Willie Hernangomez is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Herb Jones, and it's Alvarado in at the 1.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Down low, here's O'Neal, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the red.
Substitutions on the court.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The shot by Ingram, no good. The Nets with the lead. And when Pelicans fans watch what Ingram has become, it takes the sting out of the Anthony Davis trade, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram has grown into a full-fledged star in New Orleans. I mean, he's a centerpiece for the franchise going forward. Now, looking back, it seems like it was a win-win trade for both teams.
They grab their own miss. Williamson, and he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. Williamson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Whether it be rebounding, driving the ball, in transition, Zion always looking to attack.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Ingram on the wing. Shoots over Bridges. Again, the miss by Ingram.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions. Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Richardson against Embiid. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. 5 ticks left to play in the second quarter. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Dinwiddie, plenty of space. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will. Brooklyn ends up going with a new group, and the Pelicans will go for a different look here. Hernangomez is checked in for Zion Williamson. Murphy comes in for Ingram. Jones, he's checked in for Richardson. And Alvarado's subbed in for McCollum. An area where the Pelicans squad performed well this past season was on the glass.
Yeah, defensively and offensively. Now, they know how important it is to secure those loose balls, and making it a priority helped them all season long.
MP is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Thomas in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. On the wing, Curry. Pass to Thomas. On the wing, MP takes a 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Over to the wing. Shot is up. And it's Alvarado missing. Brooklyn's gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Here's Simmons. Again, the Nets score.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Back to Jones. Over Embiid. And Embiid with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Nance, he's checked in for New Orleans. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Oh, got that one up quick. Thomas has got his third bucket of the night.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Jones. Pass to Alvarado. Hernan Gomez with it. Here's Murphy. Right side Jones. And stolen by Simmons. Curry finds Embiid. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. Embiid's got 17.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
And the Pelicans call time here.
They've committed enough fouls to be in the penalty already. Not good. They really need to concentrate on playing strong defense without getting too physical.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Claxton comes in for O'Neal. And it's Dinwiddie in for Curry. Brandon Ingram is checked in for New Orleans. C.J. McCollum comes in for Alvarado. Pass to McCollum. Inside. Here's Murphy. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 6 to shoot. McCollum's shot is off.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Junior. First personal foul. At the line, Spencer Dinwiddie.
5 ticks left to play in the third. Here's Ingram. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Brooklyn. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others.
Going with almost an entire new group here. O'Neal, he's checked in for Finney Smith. Harris comes in for Johnson. Sumner's checked in for Bridges. And it's Embiid in for Dinwiddie. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float. Out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
So for New Orleans right now, Zion and Valanciunas playing up front. C.J. McCollum is out there with Josh Richardson, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot.
Back in 2021, Zion Williamson was on a serious hot streak. In 25 consecutive games, he dropped 25 or more points and did it on 50% shooting.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now, and the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Well, Zion, when he's on the floor, he has proven he is an efficient player. Others are envious of that.
They are, B.A. They're envious of his shot selection and his point total. He stays aggressive because he knows what his team needs from him. Physical play inside the paint all night long.
On the wing, MP. Let's go with a three. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Embiid's got 14 points here in the second half. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Pass to Alvarado, to the left wing. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Rebounded by the Nets. And here are the Nets now. They're on a 20-7 run. On the wing, MP. And the Nets, another three.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nets.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
To the middle. Kicks it out to MP. Launches it. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Daniels. Here's Alvarado. Here's Marshall. Offensive rebound. The shot comes out. Here's Brooklyn. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Embiid, good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
From 13, Hernan Gomez, no good. And here's Embiid. Three-pointer. And the Nets, another 3.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForge.
Great win and a stellar performance from you tonight. Are you in?
Yeah, we didn't want to give this game away, so I took it upon myself to make sure we didn't. At this point, there are no excuses.
Fantastic win tonight, MP.
Thanks, John.
What was your favorite?
John, there was a lot of noise this offseason about whether I was the right pick at 8.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal.
Yeah, John, I felt that support tonight, and it was love.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay, I will let him know.
What up? MP, come on in, take a seat.
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my...
Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah, I'll link up.
Keep it simple, tell the sporters to a benzo. Like shawty, where your friends go. On that, we going on, yeah, crescendo with after. Like girl, here's your Uber, you know that I'm super duper. When I flow, it's kinda crazy, yeah, I had to get my groove up, yeah, I had to get my groove.
But here's another question for you. How many games did it take the Celtics to win that final series in 1963?
Was it 4, 5, 6, or 7 games? I'll give you a little hint. This number is also the number that LeBron James wears on the Lakers currently. Easy one. Get that VC.
You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the...
A whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And then for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Anunoby subbed in for Trent. So for Toronto right now, Young is out there with Achua. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Barnes. And it's Anunoby in at the 2 spot. Pass to Barnes. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Bangs home the trifecta. Embiid's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Brooklyn. And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack. Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Barnes outside. Passes to Young. Thomas against Anunoby. A rebound by the Nets. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
Kept alive. Here's O'Neal. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And that one's good, Barnes.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Nets trail by 3. Simmons feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Embiid for the 3. Again, Embiid missing. And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D
23. Let's go, everyone. I needed to...
already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
We've got Bridges. Simmons is out there with Embiid, and it's Claxton in at the four-man position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Boucher's shot is off. Brooklyn's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Trent. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Here's Boucher. Lays it up off the glass. Boucher's got his first basket of the night.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
And the shot goes in from Embiid.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anunoby, no good. Nets leading by 6. Simmons dishes to Dinwiddie. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Claxton. It's good.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
And the Raptors call time here. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in size. For instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without... And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
And the half, the score, Brooklyn 45, the Raptors 40.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Some changes. Simmons checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Embiid in for Cameron Johnson. And the Raptors also making a change. Achua's checked in. Trent can't hit. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 7. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. So the Raptors 5 right now. Underneath in the post, it's Siakam and Achua. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward.
And a shoot-first point guard, Van Vliet, understands how to get defenders to foul him when taking shots.
And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Three-pointer by Embiid. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Back to Siakam. The pass to Van Vliet. And the rejection by Embiid. Outside, Simmons. He tries for three. Embiid, no good. Raptors trail by 8. It's Trent on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. From 13. And he overshot that one, missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
On the wing, Embiid sinks the three-pointer. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Trent against Dinwiddie. Siakam kicks to Trent. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Barnes outside. 1:03 left to play here in the third. Back to Van Vliet to stop the run. He can't hit that time. Good D by Embiid.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Van Vliet's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the middle. And finished off by Siakam.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Embiid from outside. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Siakam inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Pascal Siakam. Yeah, the line with 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Substitution.
Johnson, he's checked in for Harris. Mikal Bridges comes in for Thomas. And it's Embiid in for Seth Curry. Then for the Raptors, Pirtle, he's checked in for Young. Barnes comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Trent. Bridges out there with Embiid. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Van Vliet can't get it to go. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Embiid from outside. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Van Vliet looking around. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching.
What up, Ash? Press?
No.
Hey, what's MP stand for anyway? Sounds like...
You know what, that's real classy. Why would he even mention me?
Great game tonight. You really had to working on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, man, I was just trying to stay aggressive. You know, my teammates were looking for...
Ash, not one chair?
I don't do cheers.
So what about your guests? We all just gonna stand, stare at you?
Guests? No. Did you come in here to drag me from my office decor, or do you want to prep for Top Takes Daily?
Let's prep.
Great. All right. So obviously, what Shep said.
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
Okay.
Trying to ride your coattails.
You
and here he is.
That just comes with the territory, you know? Like, we make a lot of money, and it's all because of those passionate fans out there. Night in and night out, coming into the games and showing their support. It's because of them, you know what I'm saying? And yes, the fans are free to express their feelings however way they want, but it don't matter to me.
I mean, are we serious right now? Listen, MP, with all due respect, do you expect us to believe that? If I'm my own so-called fans were booing me, that wouldn't sit right with me at all.
Yo, Kendrick, my man, it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in the long run, people will come around and, you know, see what I'm all about. You know, and that's just giving everything that I got to this game. You know,
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the
I understand where that view comes from, but I don't share it.
And why's that?
It's because basketball is about a lot more than athletic ability. I mean, what is it all about? Like, what is your opponent doing? How can you stop them? What are your teammates' strengths? How can you empower them to play the best basketball that they can play?
Almost like
MP, you know we keep it real on here. I got to ask you.
Yo, honestly, that's just who he is. He's a trash human being who has no...
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation.
Celebrate you.
Now it's time for your top plays. Hey everyone, it's Kyle Speller, public address announcer for your Denver Nuggets. We're here to showcase your Mobile One top drives. Let's get cruising.
Oh, that's his 8th make of the game.
Grind to shine.
Some teams find it easier to hit the ground running when the season starts. Others, not so much. Doris, how come it takes so long? He checked in for Memphis. Brooklyn making some changes. On the floor for the Nets. Ben Simmons is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Thomas in at the 2.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. Here's Kennard. Off target with the 3. The Nets have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Here's Embiid. Here's Simmons. And he hits it to tie the game.
This is a real specialty of Ben Simmons, the ability to go after it on the glass.
Embiid with a steal. And watching the 18th pick of the draft, MP, there was a lot of debate as to where he could get selected.
Yeah, there was a lot of film on MP, but not a real sense of his role. Teams like his intangibles, but weren't sure if the upside of taking him in the first round was there.
Here's Morant. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Basket counts. Jackson's got 9. 1:14 left in the first quarter. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
He gets it in there.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Thomas, guarded by Bane. Pass to Embiid from behind the arc. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Give him 8 points now.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Morant against Embiid. Puts it up from 12. Morant, no good.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
From 12 feet. And it's Morant again missing. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Please give a big round of applause.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring. approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Brandon Clark out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Jones in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Johnson, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden-Doris, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted because, boy, do things change quickly.
Embiid's shot is good. Hey, you look at the numbers that MP has been putting up. It's hard to believe that fans still would have preferred Shep Owens in the draft.
I know. I mean, I guess everyone is entitled to their opinion. But MP has shown he's at least worth the 18th pick. Fans can't ignore the numbers he's putting up forever.
Pass to Bane. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. Got a hand on it. Here's Tillman. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Clark, the pass to Jones. Tries yet again. And the layup is up and in. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Embiid from outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3.
Embiid against Jones. Outside Bane. Back to Jones. Fires top of the key. That shot off. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And in that game, it wasn't just the starters who played a big part. They got a ton of points off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Brooks outside. Back to Jones. Fires from deep. Claxton with a rebound.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Embiid. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead. And the endorsement deals keep coming in for MP. Latest news is he'll be the face of Mobile One for their next marketing push.
And that's a smart move by Mobile One. They can see that MP's stock is starting to take off, and they got in early.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Jones up top. Embiid covers. Pass to Brooks. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Bridges against Brooks. Three-pointer Embiid. Oh, they get a hand on it. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
He shoots a 3. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
I just love the ball movement.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Timeout called. Memphis. You know, talking about Dylan Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
And the Grizzlies. So it's Brooklyn with a 9.
That's the end of the first half with the score. The Grizzlies 25. The Nets.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman comes in for Adams, and Aldama subbed in for Jackson. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Embiid comes in for Bridges. Out to the wing. 4-3. That's good from Embiid on the assist by Harris. Embiid's got 26 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Joe Harris, Nicholas Claxton out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent. That's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Some changes for Brooklyn. O'Neal, he's checked in for Claxton. Thomas comes in for Harris. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie. Embiid from outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Memphis has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Morant, the pass to Bane. Curry against Morant. Five on the clock. Lets it fly. And again, Memphis no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Here's Embiid. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Embiid's got 31 points.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Mark is checked in for Tillman. Finney Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside Bane. Pass to Clark. And that's good from 17 feet.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Three-pointer Embiid. The Grizzlies pull it in. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter here. Jones' shot is good.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Outside Finney Smith. Back to Curry. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third quarter. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Three-pointer Embiid sinks it from distance. Embiid's got 34 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Brooklyn, up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Baines checked in. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. O'Neal, he's checked in for Simmons. Harris comes in for Thomas. Sumner's checked in for Bridges. And it's Embiid in for Dinwiddie.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the three. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Morant, no good. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Embiid from outside. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, congrats on the win. Now, it looked like you were in attack mode from the outset.
I'm just trying to win. Coach told me before the game.
Doomsday on the drums, yeah, we just did it for fun, yeah, you know that I gotta go and get it right, nah, wait, but she just wanna stay at the club all night, like, I'm running out of money, we ain't got no more. I got aims in the bank, aims in the bank, like, shawty, what you think, take it to an island, you know that I'm
MP, what's up, bro?
T-Mac, man, what you here to see? All right, so what'd you do to get past that?
And I needed to talk to someone who...
Brandon Rutko is next in, well, the wreck, of course. Okay, walking it up a little bit, gave him a little hezzy. All right, he goes up. Oh, wait a minute. Did you just see that? Finishing on the right, no, with the left. I don't know what he did. No blinker. It's all quite a lane change at freeway speeds. Nicely done. Let's close out with 2 seconds left. It's Mario. He's got...
And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the...
For some changes, Jay Crowder's checked in for Chris Middleton, and Grayson Allen subbed in for Joe Ingles. Embiid, he's checked in for the Nets. Setting the floor for the Nets, we've got Johnson. He's out there with Mikal Bridges, and it's Embiid in at the shooting guard. The pass to Giannis. Here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Lopez, no luck. Here's Bridges. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bridges has got 5.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Antetokounmpo passes to Crowder. Embiid against Allen. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Well, it's no secret that MP was a very controversial pick, Greg, by this team. The debate between him and Shep Owens will be argued for a long time, I'm sure.
And you can see both sides of the argument. A player who does the little things versus an athletic monster with upside. The fan base, though, has made it pretty clear they wanted Owens.
And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek Freak.
Out to the right wing. Embiid from outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Bucks trail by 5. Allen outside. Outside Crowder. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Over Harris. The offensive rebound. Giannis, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Harris against Crowder. Back to Allen. Over Thomas. Here's Giannis. Rebound, Brooklyn. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
To the left wing, Embiid from outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And it's 8 points for Jay.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Nets lead by 10. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't.
You know what time it is, Bucks fans. Give it up.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Mikal Bridges out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Embiid, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Clark, if you take a look at the superstars on this Bucks team, they are extremely selfless.
Yeah, they really are. That's one of their great attributes. They just want to win. The pieces fit well together. Doesn't matter how they do it, who does it. They're all in it to win championships. A total team mindset.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the right side. The Bucks working the ball around. And it's in there.
Middleton so good under pressure. He's always composed and under control.
And Brooklyn has possession. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Out to the right wing. Embiid from outside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 14 points for Jay. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 16. Pass to Connaughton. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Superb anticipation.
And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's
34. The Nets 43.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he...
Check in for the Bucks. And a change for the Nets. Embiid, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Joe Ingles is out there with Holiday. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Ingles against Embiid. Now, here's Ingles. Defense right on him. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ingles can't get it to go.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Puts up a 3. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Johnson. 20 points for Jay.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Giannis passes to Portis. Kicks it to Holiday. Ingles against Embiid. Passes it to Lopez. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Portis. And the Bucks miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a four-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game of the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Holiday with the 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Over Giannis. Let's keep it alive. 2 points. That one goes. Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Crowder, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Allen subbed in for Joe Ingles. Embiid from outside. Again, Embiid missing. Bucks trail by 19. Outside Holiday. And Portis throws it down.
Terrific find that time by Holiday. You get open. Drew will get it to you.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the second free throw, good. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Middleton against Thomas. On the wing, Holiday. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Boy, what a sweet touch from the mid-range from Holiday. And I like seeing him capitalize from this area of the floor.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Brooklyn ahead, up by 16. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Thomas. Embiid is out there with Curry. Then it's Simmons. And it's Finney-Smith in a power forward. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. The pass to Portis. Allen outside. Middleton for three. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Lopez.
Even though his game is more perimeter-oriented now, Lopez can still mix it up inside.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Wasted no time on that one. Embiid's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 20. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Allen outside. Back to Lopez. To the inside. Goes back up. Portis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They're accurate.
Substitution on the court.
Embiid from outside. The rebound by Middleton. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. It's a 14-point game.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the play.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us.